Hello, all you great, grand, glorious Leos. I'm Maxine Taylor, and I have your August forecast right here. So let's get down to it. First of all, some of you already know that Venus is retrograde right now, and a Venus retrograde acts like a Mercury retrograde, creating confusion everywhere it goes. Delightful, I know. Well, on the 23rd, Mercury is going to go retrograde and join its pal Venus. Now, Mercury is in the shadow of the retrograde now. So, for all intents and purposes, since when Mercury's in the shadow of the retrograde, it feels like it's retrograde. For all intents and purposes, they're both retro right now. Delightful. When it's official, they will be the tag team. Check with me the next couple of months and I'll give you the dates when they come out of retrograde into the shadow and then finally start cooperating with us. Now, when we've got these kind of retrogrades, we do not start new projects. Instead, we tie up the loose ends of unfinished business. Okay. So, are you going to start a new job? Hopefully not, because it may not last. Now, you might say, well, I started looking for this job before all these retrogrades started, the Venus retrograde and the Mercury retrograde. Yeah, but if you start a job, that's considered a new project. So, use this to your advantage. If you say, well, if you're feeling, I've got to get a job because I need to pay my bills, okay, take the job, knowing that you may move forward out of that job within the year and program yourself for something better. In other words, don't fight it, use it. So let's talk about all of this stuff here. First of all, let's start with the sun. It is, of course, your ruler. And it's the yellow planet here. It is the giver of life. It's in your first house. It is your turn to shine. Go for it. On the 23rd, the sun moves into your second house of money. Yes, plan accordingly. And it stays there. All right. Now, Venus is retrograde in that first house. Venus is beauty. And so any changes that you make in your appearance, whether your hair or your clothes, your style, just know they may be temporary. Okay. You know that purple stripe you wanted on your head, that one? Sure, your hair will grow out because Venus is retrograde, not because it's retrograde, but because it's retrograde, you can try it. And if you decide, no, it's not for you, you can let it go by letting it grow. All right. On the 23rd, the sun moves into your second house, and this is money. We love that. We love that very much. And so plan on creating more income for yourself. Now, Mercury is going to go retrograde on the 23rd. Isn't that interesting? In your second house of money. And so there's something about the money that may be on hold, or it may be a trial period with a new job. And I remember when I was teaching school, teachers didn't get paid for at least a month after school began. And so we used our credit cards liberally for everything we needed. So there's something about your income that you're going to want to redo, something about your money that's going to require redoing, renegotiating. That's all right. That's okay. Roll with it. My suggestion is that you keep that in mind. If you need the job, and follow what I said earlier. If you know that there is an opportunity to move upward, and onward. Go ahead and take the job. And then within the year, you will move upward and onward. Now, Mars, the red planet, that's what we fight with and fight for. And that's what's number one for us. It has been in your second house. And so you've been creating money. You might say, well, I wanted to win the lottery. Yeah, a lot of people do. But Mars brings money in that second house. Now, on the 27th, Mars moves into your third house. And this is you shooting from the hip and telling it like it is. Because the third house is the house of communication. It's also the house of siblings. And so there may be a sibling with whom you go toe to toe. Because you're speaking your mind. Speak your mind. Okay? Speak your mind. Now, Jupiter is in the 10th house of your career, your public image. And Jupiter is the greater benefic. It is blessings all over the place. And so if you are in a position of leadership or looking for a position of leadership, I know we got 2 retros, but go for the top slot. You are, after all, great, grand, glorious Leo. Now let's talk about the new moons and full moons. On the 1st of the month, August 1st, we have a full moon in 9 degrees of Aquarius. The full moon is just a couple of days from now. And on a full moon, everything comes to a head. Well, it's in the 7th house of other people, the public, the one-on-one relationship. And so your relationships will be undergoing, well, it's coming to a head. They can undergo a change, get clear what you want from your partnerships, whether personal or business, and see it happening, and there it is. 2 weeks later, we have a new moon, and this new moon is in your 1st house. However, that is on the 16th of the month. On the 23rd of the month, the new moon is going to move. Well, the new moon is in 23 Leo. Okay? Keep that in mind. Because on the new moon, this is when we start new projects. And these are personal projects for you with your appearance and your health and all that good stuff. And then the final full moon is August 30th in your 8th house of secrets, transformation, and other people's money. It's in 7 of Pisces. And so what you'll find is that secrets can come to a head, and money that you're waiting for from other people can be yours at that point in time. So I hope this is making sense to you. When the sun moves into your 2nd house on the same day that Mercury goes retrograde, it's going to be a big day. So tune in next month. We'll go over everything forward, and I'll be able to tell you the dates when Mercury and Venus come out of retrograde and out of their respective shadows. So till then, this is Maxine Taylor saying, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.